Hey Lajosa Movies family, in this video we dig into the magnificence, generosity, and expeditions of the richest man of all time in the world. Imagine yourself in possession and control of huge amounts of gold, the most efficient and able staff, strong reliable security, and billions upon billions of dollars. What if you were to land on such wealth without even working for it, but by just some kind of inheritance or sheer luck? Well, this is how exactly the man believed to have been the richest ever started the building of his prosperous empire. At the peak of his wealth, he is estimated to have been worth $400 billion. This is a fortune that more than doubles the current richest man in the world, Elon Musk. Even if one added Bill Gates' fortune, Warren Buffett, and Jeff Bezos to that of Elon Musk, the man's fortune would still remain larger according to the 2023 Forbes list. This is even before factoring in inflation. The funny thing is, despite having all this fortune, chances are so high that you have even never heard of him. Allow me take this moment to introduce the richest man of all time, a 14th century African leader best known as Mansa Musa. Although Mansa Musa was born into a family of rulers around 1280, he was not in the hereditary lineage of kingship. The throne during his generation belonged to his brother, Mansa Abu Bakr Keita II, who would have been replaced by his son upon death. Musa was only a palace official until luck struck his way in 1312 through the most unlikely circumstances. The reigning emperor of Mali, Mansa Abu Bakr Keita II, sent 200 manned boats and 100 support boats containing supplies to sail until they found the edge of the Atlantic. After a long excursion, one boat returned. Its captain bore only a horror story about the whirlpool that had swallowed his comrades. Unimpressed, and perhaps obsessed, the emperor chose to make the expedition himself, this time with a retinue of 3,000 ships. He chose Musa, a member of the palace, to act as ruler in his absence. The deliberate appointment, untainted by the hereditary rule that has produced so many poor monarchs, is likely a testament to the character and abilities of Musa. Abu Bakr Keita never returned. Some believe he might have reached South America. But there is no evidence of this. In any case, Mansa Musa inherited the kingdom he left behind. Mali's wealth depended on its resources and its ability to facilitate their trade. The empire's position along the Niger River basin situated it at the crossroads of several major trans-Saharan trade routes. Mali, the capital city whose name meant where the king lives, and from which the name Mali was derived, was known as the terminus for caravans from the Maghreb, Ifriqiya, and Egypt. Three of the most important commodities along these routes, and under Malian control, were salt, gold, and the kola nut. Of the three, salt and gold were the most significant. Under his rule, the kingdom of Mali grew significantly. He annexed 24 cities, including Timbuktu. The kingdom stretched for about 2,000 miles, from the Atlantic Ocean all the way to modern-day Niger, taking in parts of what are now Senegal, Mauritania, Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, the Gambia, Guinea-Bissau, Guinea, and Ivory Coast. With such a large landmass came great resources such as gold and salt. During the reign of Mansa Musa, the Empire of Mali accounted for almost half of the Old World's gold, according to the British Museum. All this belonged to Mansa Musa. Contemporary accounts of Musa's wealth are so breathless that it's almost impossible to get a sense of just how wealthy and powerful he truly was. In 2012, US website Celebrity Net Worth estimated his wealth at $400 billion, but economic historians agree that his wealth is impossible to pin down to a number. Though the Empire of Mali was home to so much gold, the kingdom itself was not well known. This changed when Mansa Musa, a devout Muslim, decided to go on a pilgrimage to Mecca, passing through the Sahara Desert and Egypt. The king reportedly left Mali with a caravan of 60,000 men. He took his entire royal court and officials, soldiers, entertainers, merchants, camel drivers, and 12,000 slaves, as well as a long train of goats and sheep for food. It was a city moving through the desert. A city whose inhabitants, all the way down to the slaves, were clad in gold brocade and finest Persian silk. 100 camels were in tow, each camel carrying hundreds of pounds of pure gold. It was a sight to behold. And the site got even more opulent once the caravan reached Cairo, where they could really show off their wealth. Mansa Musa left such a memorable impression on Cairo that Al-Amari, who visited the city 12 years after the Malian king, recounted how highly the people of Cairo were speaking of him. So lavishly did he hand out gold in Cairo that his 3-month stay caused the price of gold to plummet in the region for 10 years, wrecking the economy. Perhaps Musa's greatest talent lay in his artful construction of narratives and institutions, and there may be no greater evidence for this than the way Malian history unraveled after his death. The mere fact that there is recorded history from his reign in an era when chronicling relied upon storytelling, rumor, and reputation is a testament to his imperial legacy. Equally telling is the fact that we have no idea how or when he died, though history's best guess, based on his final acts of diplomacy, places it around 1337. Musa took the Malian Empire to its peak. What lessons do you draw from this story? Please let us know in the comments section. If you haven't subscribed and activated the notifications bell, you may miss interesting content like this. Kindly like and share this video with your loved ones.